So we have some interesting interviews being done by Islanders, and one of them is from Salma, who is discussing in an interview about the whole situation with Kaz and Tyler. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hope you guys are doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, my Patreon, my TikTok, guys, for Love Island reviews. And let's get straight into this video. I work for you guys consistently, constantly. I give you an abundance of fresh content every single day. I was literally live at 4 AM in the morning. I'm filming more videos already during this afternoon. Like, it's just non-stop content, guys. So if you have not clicked that button, you're wasting your time. Click that button. Now let's get straight into this video where she is conducting an interview and she speaks about the situation with Kaz and Tyler, and how the fact that she too was having some kind of connection with Tyler, or they were speaking to an extent, you know, not really a strong connection, but they just were having chats and conversations.
I had tunnel vision. Obviously you guys didn't see what happened, but...
What happened? You might as well tell us now.
Well, I did what I had to do, you know, I did what I had to do.
She did what she had to do, you know what I'm saying? She had to do.
But obviously he kept on mentioning Kaz, which is fine. I know that, well, all the boys had like a girl back home. So like all of our chats, he kept on being like, oh, I don't know, Kaz. But like as the days went by, I did notice him getting a bit looser and stuff like that. But by the third night, I think, we did have a chat and he was like, you're a really pretty girl, I do really like you, blah, blah, blah. But Kaz is still on my mind. And if my head did get turned, it would be Clarisse. And that's when I backed off.
But he did express that he still does have Kaz on his mind, you know, quite a few times, which kind of gives or begs the question is, did Clarisse lie? Because Clarisse was saying that he was a completely different person in Casa Amor, that he forgot about Kaz completely, that he didn't even think about her. And now, of course, we have Salma saying that, you know, he was expressing the name Kaz quite a bit to her, but did express that he would go with Clarisse if he got his head turned. So who's lying here? I don't know. Is Tyler lying? Is Clarisse lying? Like, I really don't know. I'm not Inspector Gadget to be finding out, nor do I really care. But at the same time, it's a very interesting perspective, because it also, you know, cements the thought of people who think that Kaz and Tyler are strong together, because quite a few people had doubts about it. Again, anybody that has doubts on Kaz and Tyler, anybody that thinks that they weren't great together, anybody that thinks that, you know, Kaz was disrespectful to Matthew at the time, it's nobody's fault but the producers. I'm sick and tired of people, especially on the way I was saying Twitter last night, oh, you know, you guys thought that she was disrespectful, rude. Not that I was getting much of it at all, to be honest with you. I saw it amongst other people. But it's like, you can only go off what you see. I can only review what I view. You know, we're the only people that you need to give the energy for is the producers. There is nobody else. Twitter is such a cesspit of toxic bullying. It just pisses me off. I absolutely hate the app now, and I genuinely feel like we are screaming be kind when you're dragging these people left, right, center. If they take their life tomorrow, they'll be trending and everybody will be like, oh, you know, people need to be kind. It's just a Black Mirror episode. That's all it really is, what our reality has become. And I just feel like any manipulative edit for Tyler and Kaz or anybody else in respect to that villa, the energy is only for the producers. If people are slandering Kaz from day one, that's a bit different. But I'm talking about people, you know, who have, as the public, they've liked her, then they were annoyed by her actions, but they were just confused by, that's all from the producers, guys. The producers were the ones that hid Salma and Mehdi and didn't really show us their conversations like she's talking right now. The producers were the ones that didn't show the fact that Tyler said he likes Kaz a lot. Producers were the one that gave Kaz and Matthew, a bad edit. Producers. They are the ones that decide what comes and what gets out. And for people to say, oh, you know, everybody should have known because they've done some previous seasons, nobody's got to have that in the back of their head whilst they're enjoying a season or watching random episodes. They're going to just think like that. Nobody is going to think like that. Like, let's not stop asking stupid questions, because it really irritates me. People like to act dumb just so that they can throw and project stupidity and bigotry, and I think it's disgusting. And I hate the app now, because from what I was seeing over the last 24 hours, I was thinking, what the hell, man? Like, what is going on? Where is common sense? It's flown out the window. You can only comment and view on what you view. If things are given to you in a different perspective, a different reality than it actually is, the only people that are at fault here are the producers for giving everybody that reality, point blank period. Because one could argue, oh, Murad, you know, if it, not that I was ever in this position, but if I, you know, was starting to drag Kaz and whatever from the behavior that she was displaying for Matthew, if I was in that position and if I was doing that, am I not being objective and unbiased? Am I not trying to be accurate because I'm, you know, reviewing what I'm saying? Do you know how you can flip the coin and say, well, you know, I'm only trying to be objective when it comes to anybody, and anybody should deserve some kind of critique, etc., etc., etc. But even throughout the Kaz Matthew situation, I never went in on Kaz, even though I 100% thought that she was wrong, because again, we only can review and comment on what we view. I never went in on Kaz like that. And I tweeted about how I felt that she was going, that of the Instagram comments of the racism that she was getting because of the nonsense that she was getting. I don't ever go harsh on black and brown people on a show like this when it comes to something they've done wrong. I will say they're in the wrong, I will say they've been rude, but I won't drag them like I would drag Hugo, for example. Because the likes of Hugo and Liam, these people, yes, they will face death threats and disgusting stuff, and Faye as well, but the likes of these people, they won't face the racism barrier that people like me and black people, brown black people face. They don't experience or face that. It's a whole another extra barrier of pain and nonsense that comes their way, and therefore I don't go as harsh or critical on it. Might sound unfair to some people, but that is just how I see it. And Lucinda is driving high speed from Aaron still, but I just feel like, you know, I vocalized the fact that she was receiving racist abuse. I vocalized about the fact that, you know, here are the comments on Instagram, and this is what I mean, and this is what is going on, and how I also felt that what else did I say? That I also felt that I thought that Matthew wasn't really into her. You just have these doubts because when you're seeing something. And one person tweeted, "Oh, Murad, how could you tweet Kaz slander?" And the tweet was, "Oh, me saying Kaz might go home tonight, mad." How is that Kaz slander? Can somebody actually pinpoint the common sense? Because it's not really sensing for me. If I'm looking at a dumping and it looks like she might go, would I not say, oh my god, like, oh, Kaz might go home tonight, mad? And you're saying that's like, people have lost common sense last night. They absolutely lost common sense, and I find it to be absolutely insane. And another one, me tweeting Destiny Childish and added it to it. It was a repost, and I said, who the hell did this? Do you understand? But in that same night, the next tweet after, I openly admitted that I am voting for Kaz, because of course I want to still vote for Kaz, because who else am I going to vote for? Which is exactly what I tweeted. I'm voting for Kaz and Tyler because who else at this point? I don't like Jake. I don't like Liam and Millie. I don't see it for Faye. So what else couples out there? I'm not a major fan. I think Chloe's entertaining, but I don't want to see her win. Who else do I want to see win? Let's keep it a buck. Who else do I want to see people win? Do you understand? So I feel like you're giving people so much influence as if they have this influence over huge people or huge crowds. Beloved, no. We are living in the UK. The majority of this country is white. People are always quick to forget that. Fiat 500 or white girls, whatever you want to call it, they will always have a larger audience because there's just more of them. Like, I don't understand this. So what's not clicking? It's all to do with, like, it honestly is confusing, and I feel like nobody can come to me and say that I've never supported Kaz. I've been saying, Kaz, can we? Yes, we can from day one. Do you understand? And I have been supporting her through thick and thin. Her and Shannon. Unfortunately, Shannon got dumped, but those are the two girls that I love the most. Closely followed by Liberty, but I have been supporting Kaz from day one and openly admitting that she needs to be voted for. If I thought she was in the wrong, I'm going to tweet on it because I have to be objective and unbiased. If we get a wrong edit, it's the producer's fault and nobody else's. Like, I feel like I just had to add this to it because what I was seeing last night, not that I was getting much at all in the slightest, but it's just people are very weird in the midst of stuff and they project nonsense. Nonsense. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this video and the Salma situation on Twitter last night. Over it, guys. Over it. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button for daily and consistent content. And I will catch you guys soon for another video. I'm here, guys, always when it comes to Kaz. Was I not here making up videos when Kaz was doing up... when the producers, when we saw the unseen bits, I had to make a video because, you know, if you feel like the opposite is the reality from what we've actually seen now, you have to raise awareness for that. You have to. There's no other, like, you just do. It's fair. I'm always fair. Subscribe, click that button, guys, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.